Hey y'all, today we are doing pretty well a full face of underrated products. I try a lot of products and I watch a lot of YouTube videos, and there are several products that I love that I just don't hear about like I think you should. So we are gonna do from foundation all the way to lashes, talking about underrated products. I hope you guys enjoy this and I hope you subscribe. If you are new to my channel, I use all natural lighting and what you see is what you get. So everything's true to color, and I hope you guys enjoy. Let's hop in and talk about some underrated products. My hair's still wet. We're gonna pretend it's not. That's it. We're just gonna pretend it's not. So we are going to apply these underrated products, and as I'm doing that, I'm going to talk about a few others that I'm not going to use. So I already have some of the foundation that I'm going to use on my palette, which is the Pacifica Alight Clean Foundation, oil-free, anti-shine, and satin finish. I think this has a really dewy finish sometimes. So if you have oily skin, it's probably not for you, or you're gonna have to really set it. But this is affordable, full coverage, beautiful. So what I'm going to do is another underrated product. I'm gonna use it in two different ways, but I'm gonna add this to the foundation. So the foundation's right here, and this is the Super Dirty Urban Decay Velvetizer. I love this stuff. Not only does it mattify to where if you have a dewy foundation, it will mattify it a little bit, because I'm not the biggest fan of setting my foundations unless I have to. But this is also an amazing setting powder. If you're super fair, I think it will darken it up too much. This does darken just a smidge, but it's not bad. If I know I'm using this, I'll use a little bit of a lighter concealer and it looks beautiful. It's just a super finely milled powder. Technically, it's a mixing medium to where you put it in, mix it with a foundation. But I'm telling you guys, it works so great as just a setting powder. It doesn't remove the coverage. It is just so good. So I'm gonna dump some of this in with the foundation. I'm about out, but luckily I got a backup when it was on sale. So it looks like that. And I'm just gonna grab any brush I have here and mix it in. This does take a little extra time, but I totally think it's worth it. So I'm gonna rub my brush here, and then I'm just gonna use my finger, pick it up, rub it on the skin. This might be a little bit too light, but we'll make it work. Luckily, bronzer can really help us. This is my winter shade, but I think it'll work. So I'm just gonna use a sponge and push this into the skin. And you guys see, still a beautiful finish. It still has that glow factor to it, but it's a little more mattified. And I'm telling you guys, this foundation is beautiful. Even on its own, I just wanted to use that today to show you guys how it's multi-purpose. But even on its own, I'm telling you, it lasts. It does not cake. It does not fade on me. It looks friggin' beautiful. And while we're blending this into the skin, I want to talk about a couple skincare products. I got this as a sample. This is the Lancome Bifacial, it's an eye makeup remover. I don't see it on there, but it's Lancome Bifacial. I got this, and you guys, this is like life-changing. It seriously takes your eye makeup off without any tugging. I put it on a cotton pad. It takes no time. I absolutely love this. So I seen that they had a little Christmas set with a bigger version of this. It's still like samples, but they're bigger. But it's bigger than this, and it had this in it, plus their like micellar water kind of cleanser. So I got this. It says Bifacial Face, And holy cow, this is just as good, you guys. It is so good. Again, I put it on a cotton pad. This is the regular size that I got in the little 2-pack, and this was the sample I initially got, and I've had this. You gotta shake it. It's kind of like an oil, but I've had this for months and months, and I still have some. But this removes all of your makeup. I haven't found a micellar water that takes off all of my makeup. I know everyone loves, or a lot of people love, the Garnier micellar water. I don't know if there's ingredients in it my skin doesn't like, but it's not good. I can use it a little bit, but if I was to use it regularly, my skin just freaks out. This is awesome. While they have it right now, grab the 2-pack. It's $20. Try it out, you guys. It is so good. So I think our color is actually pretty good. You see one layer and we're at full coverage. Like, it is so good, this foundation. I've heard a few people talking about it, but everyone should be. Doesn't exaggerate pores, texture, has a beautiful finish. I love it. You guys see, it just looks more skin-like. It doesn't look like a heavy mask of foundation, but yet has amazing coverage. I cannot talk about this foundation enough. I'm so serious, you guys. Next, we're gonna go in with concealer. I know Emily Noel talks about this concealer a lot, and she's really the only one that I know that raves about this. This is the Tarte Creaseless Concealer, and I think where people go wrong with this concealer is they use too much. So this is a very thick concealer. Okay, big loud truck that just went by. Jeez. Okay, so I'm gonna put a little bit kind of in the corner of my eye. I have very prominent veins there. And then just a few dots everywhere else. One little stripe. Can't forget to highlight the Cupid's bow. But I use a very little bit of product on the actual applicator. If you kind of, a lot will come off. If you need more, you can build it up. But start out small. So I'm going to push it into the corners of the eyes first so I can let this sit just a little bit. You have some playtime with this. Like the e.l.f. Camo Concealer, I know a lot of people have that and a lot of people love it. If you let it sit for too long, it is set. It is so hard to move that. And I mean, it can just be between this eye, Cupid's bow. When you go to blend, it is set. So this is not at all like that. I'm going to start pushing that into the skin and moving it around. So kind of just making it to where it covers the entire under eye, but without using a lot of product. Beautiful, beautiful. And this is more of a very hydrating, more so glowy, not matte concealer. And I know that does kind of scare people, and I get it. But as long as you don't use a lot of product, set it, which I think most of us set our under eyes regularly, then you are good. Like, it will not be weird for you. I don't hear anyone talk about this. This is the e.l.f. Bronzed Peach little kit here. Now, this, from what I understood, was a powder. It said nothing about it being a cream. This is a cream. You guys can see here, it's a cream. 100% it is a cream. So what I do is I get a little brush here. This is an IT Cosmetics little travel size brush. And I put my brush straight in. Get the product on my brush. And then I start push. Oh, okay. Definitely went in a little too hard. So we're gonna put this on both cheekbones. But I start pushing it into the skin. And this ends up looking so beautifully bronzed, but natural. Like, I love this on my more natural days, or when I'm using kind of all creams, not so many powder products. It's so good, you guys. So I'm gonna dip back in, and I know that they do have other shades in this, but this is the only one I've used, and this matches me winter through summer because you guys know I get way darker in the summer. But I love this. If you blend it out a little bit too far, all you have to do is take your sponge and just kind of go over any of the areas that aren't looking the best for you. And I'm telling you guys, it looks so good. It is affordable. I love this. I'm gonna grab a little bit and put it on the forehead. Let's grab the highlight because it is also a cream. This is from Trestique. They sell this at Sephora. So what I do, this is a highlighter. I put some on my finger, just literally just like that. And then I rub my two fingers together. Again, I've not heard anyone talk about this product. And I may need to put a little bit more on, but I just tap it right on to the cheekbones, just really the highest points of the cheekbone, and then I'll kind of move my fingers so that I'm not getting a widespread, flipping you guys off. I don't know why I use my middle fingers, I'm so sorry. But I turn my fingers when I get closer here, so that way I'm not getting so much on. But look at that. So for the blush here, same thing, get it on my brush, do a little tap tap. Let me get a little bit more for this side, and these just blend out so effortlessly. I swear I love that palette. I do. I really love that palette. And you can build this up and you can make your bronzer or your blush even more in your face. I'm just gonna run my sponge over everything where it was all cream. But as I'm getting older, I just prefer things to look more natural. Not that it can't be glam, because it can, but I prefer to look a bit more natural, not so powdery or overdone. Now you guys know I will get full glam, absolutely. But I want to look as, I don't like using the word natural because it, you know, it's makeup, but I want it to look the least cakey as possible, the least makeup-y, we'll say. So here is what the base is looking like, and let's go ahead and set it. So I am going to just blend this a little bit more. It's not really creasing, it doesn't really do that, but I have fine lines there, so it will settle into those lines. Let's get real. And then we're going to pull the Urban Decay Velvetizer powder back out. Got some in the cap here, and I'm just going to put that on a little e.l.f. brush and then put it right underneath the eyes and kind of bring it down here where I have some bigger pores. And you guys, this covers pores like nothing else. So look at this side compared to this side. So smooth, looks poreless. This powder is unreal. There is our base. It's pretty well set where we put a little bit of the powder in there, but I want to tell you guys about another powder because this stuff is so good. This is the Physicians Formula Mineral Wear Loose Powder. It's SPF 16. This came out a few months ago. It's relatively new. This powder makes your skin look so good. It has a bit of radiance to it. It's not completely matte. I would definitely use this all over the face, not for the under eyes. But say you have on a matte foundation, it just brings your skin back to life. Even if I have on a more dewier foundation, if I want to set it down, this is what I use. I don't like a flat matte base. It's just not my thing. Especially as I'm getting older, I think matte can really make you look older. It kind of accentuates that. And I far prefer a more natural, radiant look. Not necessarily dewy, like not wet looking, just radiant, like you look alive. I'm telling you guys, it's beautiful. I know they don't have a lot of shades in this, but if you can find one and make one work, like this isn't perfect for me, but it works. It works totally fine. I love this powder. It doesn't really add a whole lot of coverage. I would say it just adds a smidge of coverage, but I'm serious, it just, man, it ties everything together and just makes you look stunning. Okay, for the eyes really quickly, I'm just gonna throw a matte shadow in the crease, and then we will come back and talk about these eyeshadows. Now the eyeshadows, and this is what made me want to do this video. So I got one of these, and these, I don't even know what they're called. Hold that thought. Okay, Lorac Luxe Diamond Cream Eyeshadow. Little box like this. These are a bit expensive. I will put the exact price down below, but you guys, I got Silk first, and that is this guy right here. So I got this one first, loved it so much I went back and got this one. I wanted to get colors that weren't colors I didn't already have 10 times over in my collection. A champagne, a gold, a pink. So I got different colors. I got this one first. This is Silk, and then I got Suede. And what's crazy is Suede is a brown. Most people wouldn't even think to, oh, let me get a chocolate brown cream eyeshadow. You know, it's kind of boring. But this one has beautiful glitter in it, you guys. It is stunning. I like Suede better. It's so crazy. But these are so smooth. They're not dry at all. They're so reflective. They don't crease. They don't smear. They stay on all day. I absolutely love these. I love them. So what I will say though is they always come kind of broken. I can't really turn it over all the way. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it, but they're always broken like that. It doesn't bother me too much because I can use them just the same. But it does kind of suck that they're always broken. So be aware of that if you go to get these. But these are what made me want to do this video. I've not heard anyone talk about these, period, at all. Nobody. And they are stunning. So what I'm going to do is I'll probably use both, but I'm going to put Suede down first. That's more of our chocolate color. I've got that on my finger. And I'm just gonna lightly press it onto the lid. You guys, these are so stunning. All that glitter. That, oh crap, I just rubbed it on the inside of my eye. But that is what makes me love this shade so much. I know a lot of, which this is a cream. So it's not dry. It doesn't feel heavy. I know some of these kind of glitter eyeshadows, they feel very heavy. These do not feel heavy at all. They don't accentuate the lines on your eyes. I cannot, you guys. They are beautiful. And you don't get a lot of fallout. I never have. They're just, oh my gosh. And throughout the day, a lot of glitter shadows will fall on your face, or they do mine. These do not. You do not need a glitter glue. They just stay, and it's really hard to find. Like, the texture is beautiful. The formula is stunning. I'm going to grab a little bit of the other one here. And this one, like I said, does not have glitter in it like the other one. But I'm just going to dab a little bit of that right on top, just so we're using both shades. And yes, it's beautiful. If I could talk, it would be wonderful. This is the NYX Precision Brow Pencil. It's got a weird tip. It's kind of flat. I don't really know how to explain it, but I really do like this pencil. It's actually my probably my favorite brow pencil. It's like I continually go back to this. So I'm just gonna show you guys a little bit of this. I use this in ash brown. It's not even close to their darkest shade, but I cannot do my brows on camera. It is so hard. What I will say about this pencil is it is a bit more waxy than some pencils. So if you don't like that, this is probably not for you. But I love it. I love the shade, and it's so easy with the shape to really get the curve and the arch of the brow. And I am not one of those that spends an hour on my brows. I'm just not into that. But I'm gonna finish up my brows and we will be back to finish talking about the rest of these products. Okay, so I'm having like the worst brow day I've had in like years. So the brow pencil is good. Don't take this into consideration today, okay? So I went ahead, I threw some lashes on, and the lashes and the lash glue are both totally underrated in my opinion. The lash glue that I use, and I have been using for months and months and months now, is the Duo Quick Set Strip Lash Adhesive. It is the blue one, and the reason why this one is so good, you guys, is the applicator. With the brush tip applicators, they start to fray really bad. If you've used them, you know. This one, I'm gonna put my hand up so maybe you can see it better. It's just a flat paddle, literally. It's just a flat paddle. You swipe it on and it is good to go. So, lashes. You guys know if you watch my videos, Eylure is my favorite lash brand, has been for years and years, and probably always will be. My go-tos, whether it is a everyday look, I don't have anything on at all, I will still absolutely use these. These are the Eylure 117s. These are my favorites. They have a really thin band. You cannot even feel them on your eyes. Today, what I have on, you can feel them. They're much heavier, much more dramatic, but these are the Eylure Definition number 126. These are pretty heavy. They're not as heavy to where I can't wear them. I can absolutely wear these all day, no problem, but they add some drama, you guys. They add so much drama. So that is everything. I'm sure I have some more to talk about. If you guys want more videos like this, just let me know. I can definitely do that. But I hope you guys enjoyed all of these underrated products. Let me know if you guys love products that are underrated. Leave it down in the comments. I hope you guys subscribe and have a great day, and I hope to see you in my next one. Bye guys.